Hey guys, welcome back to Microsoft Original, and today is another exciting edition. So to go straight to the point, I got a message from Jival. Yes, if I can't mention your name, please forgive me. I don't really know how it is being pronounced. Forgive me for that. And he gave out a comment saying that please make a nice loading screen for this screen recorder project. It's okay, it's a request from my side. Okay, actually, it is indeed a request, but that was part of the project we will be doing. So that was our next step, what we will be doing on our next step. So lucky for you, I guess. Today is your lucky day. We are going to create a beautiful and much more responsive loading screen for this particular project. Okay, so if you have yet not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please, in the description under the video, you will see a subscribe button. Please click on that, and also click on the little bell beside the subscribe button to get notified anytime Microsoft Original uploads any video. Very soon, Microsoft Original's official Android and iOS application will be ready, so that anytime you get updates, even without going to YouTube, right? You will watch all the videos there, live videos, premiering videos, and also you'll be getting, if you are using the app, you will be getting access to download all my project files. I mean all my videos project files for free. So stay in touch. Okay, so I believe by now you have successfully subscribed to the YouTube channel. So with no further ado, let's hop right into today's lesson. Okay, so I found this image. I used Bandicam screen recorder, and I took a screen capture of the loading screen. And as you can see, let's break this down and let's see what we want to do. So this is a text, right? So let me use a red color to see how that is actually done. So I'm just going to use a red color, so let's use red pen. So now from here, this bandy is a separate label, right? And this cam is a separate label, and this is the icon for that, right? Okay, this is the icon for the Bandicam software, and this is a label, right? Nothing fancy. This is a label, and this is also a label. Yes, yeah, that is a label as well. And this is the main form, but the main form has its own opacity, right? The main form has its own opacity, and these are just some basic designs the system has, right? So in our case, we're not gonna do the same thing, but we will just try to modify some things up so that everything is going to be somehow quite interesting and beautiful. Okay, so let's get started. Let's create a new form, and with this form, let's rename it to loading. So loading screen. So it's a new form. It's a new form. So within this new form, depending on what you want to do, how you want to adjust your loading screen, it depends on that. So you just have to set it up according to anyhow you want to use it. So in my case, I would like to keep the modification of the registration page. Let's see. Oh no, I want the pop-up. Yes, I would like to keep the features of the pop-up. So just click here and copy, Control C, come to the loading screen, and let's paste. First of all, let's do some adjustments here. So this start position is going to be centered, and I'm just going to set the border style of this whole thing to none, and I'll just paste it right here in here. So I have this right here, so I just have to select this loading panel, loading form, then I just extend it to anyhow I want to use. Okay, so I think and I believe this is quite interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push this guy to the end of this section. Good. And I will push this guy to the tail of this section. Oh, come on, it's more than that. Sorry guys. Okay, So that is it. So from this section, you're just gonna extend this guy here, and let's come to the property section of it. Let's set it to 5 instead. Okay, so that makes it more unique and special. So bring it down, and here too, let's try to keep up with the height of it. So this is the height and this is the width. So let's see, instead of 5.6, let's make it 5.7.1. So that means let's see the height of this guy. So that is 6.6.6. Okay, so just have to click on this, and let's paste this same thing here, and that is done. So let's adjust this as well. So bring it down like that, and let's see the size of them. So just copy that and click on this, and then you paste it here. Okay, so that is here. That is awesome. So these buttons are no more needed for now, so just have to delete everything except this icon and then this label. So I'm just gonna extend this guy right here like that here, right? So I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to position this here, and I'm just going to position this here. Sorry guys, my children are giving me a lot of headache. Anytime they see me doing video, then they start misbehaving. I don't know why they always do this to me, guys. Okay, so that was just by the way. Sorry guys, so let's continue. So from here I'll just give out the name. I'll just give out the name of the software. So that is going to be I don't know the name I should give to this, but I would like to use a unique name and a beautiful name. But within this, let's try to modify our UI. The UI is very important, because what will entice someone to, at least download your software, the UI is one of the most interesting thing to do. So let's try to keep up. Let's give out add a panel. It's not going to be a gradient panel, it's just going to be a normal panel. Let's just add it up here. Yeah, so let's set the back color to the same like this. So let's set the back color to white. All right, so that is perfect. So let's extend this to be this way, right? Okay, so let's do it this way, and let's raise it up a little bit, right? Okay, so now let's add a lip from Guna. So just have to double click on that. So on this ellipse, so you just have to double click on that. So let's double click. So we have the Guna here. So that Guna target is going to be the panel 1, right? So okay, so that is going to be the panel 6. So this is the panel, no, it's panel 1, right? So let's select this panel. Let's choose panel 1. That is it. And we're just going to set the ellipse, the border radius, to, let's set it to 10. Okay, let's make it 20. I think 30 is good. Okay, so this is quite interesting. So this is what basically this is what I'm going to do, because I'll just shift it in there just like that, just like this. I really need it to be this way. So you can then adjust it according to anyhow you want to adjust it. So within this text, I'm just going to copy and paste it one more time. So I'm just going to say what name should I give to this software anyway, guys? I don't know what to say. So let's call this software, I will call this ICAM, like this, right? So I have this ICAM here, right? Okay, this is quite interesting. First of all, let me try to blend up with the UI design of what I'm trying to do. So I will try and keep up with a maroon color. So with a maroon color, when I bring it onto this panel, this is how it's going to look like, right? So in this case, I'm just going to set the font color, the font size, sorry, to, let's set it to maybe 25. So 25 is kind of cool. So 25 is kind of cool. And let's set the font size and then the type to Arial black. So we say Arial black, right? So let's see if you have any special font you're willing to use that is quite okay enough for you. So I'm just gonna, oh come on, you've got to be kidding me. So we have this here. Icon. Then I'm just gonna copy and paste this at the same time. Bring it here, and that is gonna be recorder, right? Okay, so that is it. Oh come on, my mouse is disturbing me today. Okay, so let's just readjust this for it to be this way. Position it somewhere here, right? Oh come on, I think I need to change my mouse. It is giving me some sort of, okay, so let's extend this guy. Okay, so that is cool. Let's just reposition it here. Position this also here. So within this, we just have to reposition everything. So this is going to be here, this is going to be here, right? That is awesome. So in this project now, I'm going to copy this guy 2 times. So just copy paste. Now we have 2 of them, right? Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Within this, I'm just going to remove the Ike, right? And we have the cam right here, and within this I'm just going to remove the cam. So we have this Ike, and then we have this cam. So in this section, I'll just set the transparency, the back color of this to transparent. First turn it to black, and the next you turn it to transparent, and that will give you the transparent look like. Come on. Okay, so I'm just going to keep this quite simple and neat. So the auto size, let's set the auto size to false. All right, today is today. My kids are giving me a lot of headache, guys. That is part of the, that is part of the job, so we should get used to it. Okay, so today my mouse is giving me a lot of headache, and I don't know. So let's see what we have here. Now I have I have this cam here, so I think it's kind of cool. So we have this Ike cam. So I will set this text alignment. So we have something called a text alignment, right? So the text align is going to be top right, but I will just have to, let's see something here. That is image alignment. We don't need any image in this. So let's see. I think we have the text alignment and all that. Okay, so let's see this one. Let's see the text alignment. Let's bring it to here. That is cool. Okay, so I'll just keep it this way. All right. Guys, today my mouse is giving me a lot of problem, so let's stick to this, I think. Okay, so now I have this recorder, icon recorder, icon, is it icon or icon? I think we'll hold on to that. So let's bring this guy here, and this, when you take a good look at this, it is the most advanced game video and screen recorder software. So we're just going to say the most advanced, let's say the most advanced screen recorder software developed in VB.net. Okay, so guys, I'm not trying to brag here, but I mean, you can choose anything you want to choose. I am bragging here, and I think you get you're not upset because I'm bragging. Yeah. Yeah, so let's keep this to 9, and then let's see what they have here. We're just gonna copy this and paste it one more time, and that is going to be the copyright, right? So let's see, copyright at 2019 2020. Okay, so let's see. That is copyright at 2020. So you see, so I'm just gonna say with here I'll say copy right. So you say at say 2021 to so 2022, right? 2021 to 2022, and then we say ixoftechnologies.com, all right, reserved, right? So we say ixoft technologies, then we say let's come down, then that is going to be all right reserved. So it's going to be like this, and that is it. So you just have to, you just have to expand the font size. So let's keep it to be 12. No, let's set it to 10. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Good. So now from here I'll just have to this guy, move this guy up, so he's gonna be like this, right? Okay, so within this I'm just gonna try to modify this a little bit. So I'm just gonna select this, and I just push this up a little. Then within this guy, just extend this guy like that. So this is how it's gonna be, right? So just save that. Now let's copy this guy and paste it one more time. So we put it on this, but let's set the font color to let's set it to this background color here. So just have to navy, right? So just click on this, set the font color to navy. That is excellent. So from here, what I'm gonna write is basically is very simple. So just gonna say powered by Ixoft original, right? So I'm just gonna do this Ixoft original. Okay, so powered by Ixoft original. I can place this here depending on what I want to do. I can place it here, I can place it anywhere, even beneath this, right? But if you put it beneath this, you just have to set the back color to white so that it can't be readable. So let's put it there. Then let's set the font size to 9. I think 8 is kind of cool. Okay, so you just have to set this up, and that is quite interesting, right? Okay, so this is much more professional. So let's see the way forward. Let's see if we can add some a progress bar or a loading indicator. So let's say progress, and we have a Guna circular progress, Guna linear Guna progress indicator, and we have Guna V progress. So which one do we use? Which one do we want to use? So let's start to check it out. So this is this one right here. Let's see the value. Let's try to set the value. Where is the value anyway? So let's set the value to 50 and let's see what happens. So this is the indicator for this circular progress bar. Let's see this progress bar itself. So let's set the value to 50, then let's see what happens. So I think I really love this because I can change the colors. So let's get rid of this guy, then let's bring this guy at the bottom here. So let's just push it a little bit like that. Good. So that is going to be like this. Push this here and push this right here, right? So this is kind of, this is kind of cool. So I'm just gonna push this. Let's push this up. Yeah, so just have to click on this guy, then let's push this a little bit down. That is much more interesting, and I really love that. So let's just save that, and let's see what we can do from this section. So in this case I can do a little bit of designing, and you see it doesn't matter whatever you are doing, you can customize your own design from this section, right? So I'm just going to add a panel, just a normal panel, nothing else, just a normal panel, and I'm going to set the back color to white, just like that, and I will just extend it to here, then I just put it here. It's just a design. If you understand designs, or if you know elements of designs, you can do a lot of things. So first of all, I'm setting this to 3, and this guy is going to come down first here, and I'm just going to copy paste it one more time. So I'm just going to paste it here one more time, like that. So that is going to be another line, but within this line I would just love to set the size, that is the the width of it. Let's set the width to 200. That is quite interesting. So I'll just position this here. Good. And I'll add one more, so just copy and paste that, so you bring that down, and this is going to be 100. Good. So I have this to be my design, so that is my final design. And you can play along with a lot of techniques in designing and all that. It depends on whatever you want to do, right? So you can go ahead and then at the back color of this you can add something there, and it's going to work perfectly fine. So with this progress indicator, let's try to keep up, let's try to work within that. So within this progress indicator, we just have to set the value to 0 for now. Okay, so let's set it to 50, and let's try to modify the colors. So from here, the first color is the navy, and then the second color is the code. So I'll just click on it here, go down. So this is the first color, so I'll just say navy, and I set the second color to this, so that is going to be the indicator for this guy. Okay, so basically I can just even put this here, and I'll put the navy here, and that is also going to work perfectly fine for me. So that will be the indicator which is going to be loaded, right? So that is quite interesting, and I really love that. So let's clear this. Okay, so let's set the value to 0, and you see that the style is blocked. You can say continuous, and you can say mark you, but I don't think I will love mark you. I want the blocks, right? Okay, so the maximum is 100, the minimum is 0. That is okay. Border thickness, we have the border thickness. The border style is solid. You can just choose dashes. It depends on what you want to do, so I'm just going to choose the solid for now. We have the border radius. If you want to curve the whole thing, you can do that here. We have the backwards, that is false, it never goes back. And then we have auto rounded corners, that is false. So there are a lot of features in this slider, or let's say in this progress bar. So it is quite interesting, right? Now let's see what we have here. I have this iSoft screen recorder HD here, but I would like to set this iSoft recorder. Should we change the recorder out? Let's change the recorder's color to maroon. The recorder for color, let's set it to, okay, let's set it to navy. Right, sorry. Okay, so I think navy is kind of cool. So I love navy. I love navy color. So this is quite simple and easy, and it depends on how you understand your design, how you want to do the thing, how you want to go that, how do you want to do that, all that. So let's set all these elements. So you see that the color is control. So if we want to get to the same thing, we have to set this back color from white to control, and that is going to be the same as this. So when we launch the software, you're not going to see that this guy is loading or not. It's being, I don't know how to say this. Maybe you won't see that the panel is a different color. So let's bring to the front. Let's save this, and voila, we are done. So now when we start our software, it's not going to start from the loading screen, right? And that is another challenge, right? It's not going to start from the loading screen. So to get rid of that, to get started, then we have to add up the loading screen, right? We just have to add up the loading screen. So in this case, you see that this activation came because we are using a demo version of the software. So I'm just going to stop that. Okay, now let's go to our project, and then from here we're just going to go to applications. So from the applications, you're just going to set the startup form to the loading screen. You see? Yeah, so voila, there you go. So when you click on start, automatically that is going to be the first thing ever you'll be seeing, right? So this is what we have here. Let me just close this. No, I don't need it anymore. So this is what we have here. So let's try to keep up the design with the curves and all that. I think we have to work a lot on that, right? So let's quickly stop this guy, stop that, and then let's go back to the loading design. And from the loading design, I think we have to do some little bit of adjustment. So let's take this down. Good. And I think from here we have some technical challenges from the loading screen up here. So let's push. Okay, that is cool. Let's push this up. Let's push this to the left, and let's push this to the right, and let's go up. That is cool. So I think there are still some spaces out here, so let's see what we can do. So yeah, let's select the main form and let's see what we can do from this loading. So let's see. Okay, that is perfect. Now with the main form, we just have to add a lip, right? So let's add a Guna lip, another one, but this target is going to be the main form. That is going to be the loading, right? And let's set the border to maybe 10. That is kind of cool. So I really love this. So let's try to load it up once again. Let's shift this up a little bit. Good. So let's try to load it up once again, and let's see how it's going to look like. Okay, so there you go. You see that we have a nice loading splash screen, and it's kind of cool. It's not bad at all. So now in this project, let's select the main panel, the main loading, and let's go to the cursor, right? We want to use waiting cursor. That is false, so let's set it to true. So that is going to indicate for the person to know that the loading screen is loading. So when I hover it here, you see that the cursor is loading, right? So that is kind of cool. So this is what we're going to do now. When we enter into the back end of this code, let me clear everything from here. Then let's add the loading event, which is whenever the system is loading. Yes, here when I say progress, that is Guna progress by 1 dot increment. It doesn't increment, it has increment, so the increment can be 1. Sure for that. So the increment can be 1. So if the increment will be 1, then we just have to add up a timer, right? So from this timer, let's always fire set. So let's set the enable to true for now, and let's enter here. So that is where we're gonna add this Guna this is where we're gonna add this increment. Okay, so you will see that whenever we start the software, automatically it's going to increment. You see it is loading, so that is kind of cool, and it's really interesting. So you will see that it is loading. As soon as it reaches to 100%, you see it's going to do something, right? Okay, so that is how the loading screen works. Now what happens if we try to what happens if the loading completes, right? So let's use if statement. So if Guna progress by 1 dot value equals to let's say 100, right? So when it reaches to 100, then first thing first, we just have to end the timer. Otherwise the timer will be still loading. So we just have to end the timer. So we just say timer 1 dot stop, and after the timer 1 dot stop, we will say form 1 dot show. But before the form 1 will show, let's hide ourselves. So me dot hide, and that is all. That is the code needed for now. That is the code. That is the whole code for the loading screen. So that is it. Let's start it once again and let's see. So we're going to see if it is switching to the form 1. We've not registered, so it's just going to pop up for the person to know that, hey, you've not registered yet, so please register for us. Yeah, okay, so that works perfectly fine. Okay, so if you want to add some opacities, some shadows and all that to the system, you just have to take your time and study more about the RGB, right? So the RGB colors helps you to get a transparency of every panel, everything you want to add to this project. So let's see what we can do from here. You can add a lot of things to this. You can, indeed, in fact, take even color transitions. You can add them to this project, and you see the gunner comes along within a lot of things, and it makes it much more unique and special. You can add a lot of features to this project. All right, guys, if you have yet not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe. And my name is Soft Original. If this is your first time joining this channel, please do well to subscribe so that you won't be missing any upcoming episode of our upcoming project. And I will keep on reminding you that very soon Soft Original is going to release his own official Android and iOS application out there on Play Store and Apple App Store, so that you can download, you can get all my videos without stress, you can get everything there. You can ask questions, you can you can request for a project to be done. All that will be assigned on the app. And also, the most interesting part is all my softwares I have developed in VB and other platforms, the source code will be given to you for free on my platform. So stay tuned to that, and let me know from the comment section below if you think you love this. It's going to be okay, and I think I can do much more. Yes, so if you think that is a good idea, I should go ahead and then do that. I think I can get a lot of strength to do that. So let me know in the comment section below if you are willing for me to bring up this software. It's going to be good. Okay, so whilst we are done with the loading screen, on our next lesson we just go to see how we can create a keygen, so that if you want a keygen to generate a code for this awesome software, and then we tackle the settings section, then we move to the execution of the software, we create installer, and all is done. Yes, I will keep on reminding you that on our next lesson or episode or series, we are planning to build either VLC software from scratch in VB.net or virtual DJ software from scratch, and I will be coding along with you. So if you have yet not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do well to subscribe now. And until we meet again on our next lesson, have a nice day and adios amigo.